Octopuses have 3 hearts and blue blood. When you think of hearts, most of us imagine a single beating organ inside our chest. But nature is far more creative than we often give it credit for. The octopus, one of the ocean's most fascinating creatures, shatters our simple assumptions. Instead of 1 heart, it has 3, and instead of red blood, its life force flows in blue. This extraordinary combination is not just a quirk of evolution, it is a survival system finely tuned to life in the deep, cold, and mysterious seas. Today, let's dive into this mind-bending fact about octopuses and discover why their anatomy makes them some of the most alien-like animals on Earth. Why 3 hearts? The octopus has 3 separate hearts, each with a different job. 2 branchial hearts, these are smaller hearts located near the gills. Their sole job is to pump blood through the gills, where it picks up oxygen. 1 systemic heart, this is the main heart, which pumps oxygen-rich blood through the rest of the body. Here's the really amazing part. When an octopus swims, the systemic heart actually stops beating. That means during active movement, only the 2 branchial hearts keep working to supply the gills. This is why octopuses prefer crawling over swimming. It's less tiring for their circulatory system. Imagine your own heart pausing every time you jog. That's how different octopuses are from us. Blue blood, the copper secret. Humans and most other animals have red blood because of hemoglobin, a protein that carries oxygen and contains iron. Octopuses, however, use hemocyanin, a copper-based molecule. Copper gives their blood a blue color. But why copper instead of iron? The answer lies in their environment. Octopuses often live in cold, low-oxygen waters. Hemocyanin works better than hemoglobin in those conditions, allowing octopuses to survive in places where many creatures would suffocate. In fact, their blood turns even bluer when oxygen levels are very low, almost like a natural oxygen meter built right into their bodies. An alien among us. The octopus has 3 hearts and blue blood are just the beginning of what makes it seem alien. Their nervous system is also extraordinary. 2/3 of an octopus's neurons are not in its brain but in its arms. This means each arm can sense, move, and even make decisions on its own, almost like having 8 semi-independent minds, attached to one body. Combine this with their shape-shifting ability, camouflage skills, and the fact that they can taste with their skin, and you start to realize that octopuses are unlike anything else in the animal kingdom. Scientists often call them the closest thing to intelligent aliens living on Earth, the price of complexity. Having 3 hearts and blue blood helps the octopus thrive in extreme conditions, but it also comes at a cost. Their circulatory system is not as efficient as ours. This is partly why octopuses grow fast, live intensely, but have very short lifespans. Most species live only 1 to 5 years, no matter how smart or strong they are. Even their reproduction is tied to this brief existence. After mating, both male and female octopuses die. Males shortly after mating, females after their eggs hatch. It is as if their 3 hearts can endure the harshest oceans but cannot escape the ticking clock of nature. How scientists discovered this: the discovery of octopus hearts and blue blood goes back to early marine biology studies in the 19th century. Curious scientists dissected these animals and noticed not 1 but 3 distinct pumping organs. Later experiments revealed how each heart worked and how their blood changed color under different oxygen levels. Modern imaging and genetics continue to uncover even more secrets. For example, researchers now know that hemocyanin in octopuses is far more complex than previously thought. It is a huge molecule that requires a lot of energy to produce. This investment in energy shows how essential their blue blood is for survival. Why it matters for humans, you might wonder. Why should we care that octopuses have 3 hearts and blue blood? The answer is surprising. Studying octopuses helps scientists in medicine, robotics, and even space exploration. Medicine, hemocyanin has unique properties that may inspire new oxygen-carrying therapies for humans. Some researchers are investigating whether these molecules could be used in organ preservation or emergency blood substitutes. Robotics, understanding the way octopuses pump blood and control their flexible bodies has inspired soft robotics machines that bend and move like living organisms. Space exploration. If life exists elsewhere in the universe, it might not look like us at all. Octopuses show how evolution can produce intelligent, adaptable creatures with entirely different biological systems. In other words, octopuses prove that life finds creative solutions, and studying them may prepare us for what we might discover beyond Earth. Octopus in culture and myth long before science explained their three hearts and blue blood. Humans were fascinated by octopuses. Ancient sailors feared them as sea monsters. Stories of the Crocodile. Giant octopus-like creature come from these encounters. The octopus's strange form, many arms, and mysterious nature made it both feared and revered. Today, knowing about their unique biology makes these myths even more interesting. Imagine being an ancient sailor, pulling one out of the sea, watching its blue blood ooze out, and finding multiple hearts inside. No wonder they thought octopuses were monsters from another world. You never knew until now. So the next time you see an octopus, whether in an aquarium, on a documentary, or while diving in the ocean, remember this: beneath its soft body beats not one, but three hearts. Flowing through its veins is not red, but blue blood. These adaptations, far from being random, are the keys to its survival in the cold, dark, and oxygen-starved world it calls home. The octopus reminds us that life on Earth is endlessly inventive. It challenges our assumptions, expands our imagination, and hints at possibilities we have yet to explore. And now you know one of its greatest secrets: three hearts, blue blood, and an alien spirit hiding in plain sight beneath the waves.